Good morning and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing career and technical education webinar series. My name is Bob Martin. I'm the President and CEO of the Imagine America Foundation. Joining me today is my foundation colleague, Lee Doubleday. We're very excited about today's topic, connecting students with education options in business with Rasmussen University. Rasmussen University is an institution of higher education dedicated to global enrichment and meeting the evolving needs of a diverse community that they serve. With an emphasis on innovative programs, dynamic curriculum, and general education skills, they are committed to being a pioneer in the field of career-focused education. Rasmussen University is also a new partner to the Imagine America Foundation. Your students can now apply for a scholarship to attend Rasmussen University through our foundation. If you'd like more information on our scholarship programs or how your students can apply, you can either contact me after this presentation or visit our website at www.imagine-america.org.
Since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains a leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school students. However, our country faces a serious shortage in qualified workers. We hear from employers in virtually all sections of the country desperately looking for qualified employees, so we need to do more. Our partner in today's presentation again is Rasmussen University, and joining us today to discuss in detail the looming technician shortage and how Rasmussen University is helping meet this need is Nana Ose-Bonsu. But before turning the program over to Nana, let me outline today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, with question and answers at the end of the presentation. All participants can submit questions while the presentation is in session via the Q&A or the chat feature in this Zoom meeting. At the end of the presentation, or approximately 10:25, I'll then present any questions offered by the participants, and we'll address as many questions as possible and provide written responses in follow-up emails if necessary. We will have a hard close at 10:30 a.m. to be respectful of your time. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Nana. Nana, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Nana Ose-Bonsu. I am the Associate Director of Admissions for the Orlando campus, and welcome to the Rasmussen University Imagine America Foundation presentation. What we're going to cover today is communicating the importance of college to your high school students and your students that are interested in progressing through a higher education and a career in business. We're going to talk a little bit about the future job market in business, possible career directions, also some individual traits to help your students thrive in the business world. We'll even talk a little bit about some technology-based programs as well for those students that are maybe interested in maybe not necessarily just only business, but maybe progressing into something in technology as well. Now, we will show a variety of educational options in business and different programs that your students that may be interested in that career path. And also talk a lot about Rasmussen University and who we actually are, and our partnership with Imagine America and the scholarship that we offer. And that'll also leave enough time for a Q&A at the end, okay? So let's talk a little bit about communicating the importance of college to our high school graduates. Now, you as high school administrators and counselors are experiencing a variety of students that come into your office. You might have that first student that is extremely excited about graduating from high school and already knows exactly what they want to do and the type of career path they're interested in going to. Maybe they've had exposure before, or a family member or a friend has influenced them to go into a particular career path, and now they're in your office asking questions on different colleges that offer this program and how long it's going to take for them to complete their degrees. What do I actually need to continue on my education if I need to look past the bachelor's? So they already have kind of a plan in place. Then you have that student that knows exactly what industry they want to go into, but they really don't know what career path in that industry they want to actually pursue their education in. So now they're asking questions on, what I can actually do in the industry, and, what are the different career paths? What are the earning potentials? Then you have a student that really doesn't know what they want to do after high school. They're asking, do I really want to go to college? Maybe I should jump into the job market. Maybe I should take a little bit of time. They're trying to figure out their way. So they're asking you as administrators and counselors, what options should I take? And then you have that student that really isn't looking to either finish their high school diploma, or already knows once they're done with high school, they're done with school completely. They're jumping into the job market. Maybe they have other obligations to their family that they need to uphold. And education isn't important to them at this particular point in time. Whichever student is coming into your office, you're still giving them the outlook of the importance of a college education. And many times for those students, they're looking at that, making that decision based on really earning potential and really lifestyle choices, and how is it going to help them in their future and their families. And it's great to really point out a few things, especially the median weekly earning potential by educational level, and also the unemployment rate by educational level as well. Now, this information was pulled from the Bureau of Labor Statistics for the year of 2020. And as you can see, for that student that is thinking about just going straight into the job market, or maybe not even finishing their degree, all the way to a student that is completes their bachelor's degree, what their median earning potential will actually, it could potentially be. And this is eye-opening because it's a really wide gap. Students are really important thinking about, am I going to be satisfied in life? Am I going to have the job satisfaction? Am I going to be able to take care of my family? And this is one of the items that ties to that. So it's important that we communicate to them that it's not just important to be able to earn those particular skills, but it's also going to help you in really your everyday life. Now, that also ties into that unemployment rate. Now, as you can see, it's almost double from unemployment rate for a student that has their high school, that doesn't have their high school diploma, all the way up until a student that actually has their bachelor's degree, how high of a unemployment rate that actually is. So even if you are able to get those jobs coming straight out of high school, or not even finishing your high school diploma, are you able to keep that job? So it's important that they also understand longevity is key in getting their college education. Now, once that student has made that decision that they do want to get that education, now it's important for them to know the type of skills that they're going to be learning. And this is where it's important for those students to uh, it's important for those students to understand the different soft skills that they will learn in their program. Now, 77% of employers find soft skills to be as important as cognitive skills. These are the skills that they're going to need to be able to not only communicate effectively, but also be able to problem solve and have that critical thinking. So if there are certain issues that are coming up with their customers, or within their actual industry, how are they able to come up with ways to be able to overcome those problems for the companies to thrive? Also using digital fluency and understanding how effectively and ethically to interpret information, discovering meaning, understanding how they're designing constructs for them to be able to get that information out to not only the employees, but also to their customers, doing things ethically and having that professional responsibility. Are we doing the right things for not only the business, but for the community that we serve and the customers that we serve? Being able to work directly with different people and having an understanding that everyone's opinion is valued. But then all of that is really tied into the information literacy, which is really finding, evaluating, organizing information in a variety of formats. So using each one of these soft skills along with those technical skills that they learned within their program for them to be successful. Now, for a student that is looking into business, many times students that are interested in the business world are either looking to help a particular company grow, they're looking at a specific type of business related career path. Maybe they're looking at starting their own business. It's important that a student that is looking into those occupations understands that based on the Bureau of Labor statistics between 2020 and 2030, there's an 8% projected job growth in business occupations. And right now, these five uh, career areas are going to be have an influx of new jobs through that time frame. So when our students come into our office and they're thinking about business and they're thinking about the different areas that they may want to go into, we want to really outline some of these particular areas because this is where the jobs really are. Now, at Rasmussen University, we have a variety of programs in the School of Business where students can really choose a number of career paths, not just the five that we showed earlier, but really these key areas here. For those students that are thinking about going into accounting, maybe they want to be that marketing specialist and go into advertising. Maybe they're thinking about more of the administrative work and working with systems. For those students that may be looking into maybe a bit the business side of the health industry. We know that the health industry is continuously moving and shaping society. This might be great for a student to be able to go into and work as a clinic director or a health service manager. Maybe you have a student that wants to be in front of people and wants to manage people, and public relations could be a great opportunity for that. Maybe they have that social media skill and maybe want to supervise what their online presence looks like. Or that student that is interested in finance. They understand money. They understand how to give that advice and to analyze the market for those individuals that maybe want to invest. All of those particular areas can a student can learn those particular skills in the programs here at Rasmussen. Now, when it comes to the traits needed for business, as we talked a little bit about those soft skills, it's important that these students have these particular skills. So when you are talking with your high school student that comes into your office and you're discussing the different career paths, these are some of the areas that will help that particular student who has those skills be successful when it comes to business related career paths. Someone that is a good communicator and can strategically think about ways of how to communicate effectively. As I mentioned, someone that is detail oriented and can find those little cracks to help that are needed to be filled for things to be a lot more efficient. Someone that is a big thinker as well, that can lead other individuals as well on the projects. And then, of course, someone that is good under pressure. Are they able to still be able to communicate the right way and still operate the right way when there are time constraints or deadlines? These are all areas that students will learn in our program with the various projects that they'll undergo in the degree. Now, when it comes to a student coming to Rasmussen University, they really have a variety of options to choose from as a starting point. We actually have something here called laddering, where a student can actually start off in a certificate or an associate's degree and ladder into our other programs, such as bachelor's degrees and masters. Now, for a student coming into our program, they can finish a certificate or a diploma program in as few as 9 to 12 months. For an associate's degree in as few as 18 months, a bachelor's, as long as they have completed their an associate's or previous education, can complete their bachelor's in as few as 18 months. and can eventually move into their master's degrees where they can finish that in as few as 12 to 18 months. So they have the ability to really shorten their programs and accelerate their education based on their starting point. Now, as a student is thinking about maybe jumping into the industry, maybe they're thinking about going into a certificate program because they're not necessarily sure exactly what they want to achieve in that particular industry, but they know that they want to be in business. They can look at our certificate programs in accounting and business to kind of give them those foundational skills. From there, laddering into an associate's degree, where for that student to maybe think about business management, maybe they're thinking about marketing. We also have a program in human resources and organizational leadership. This is really going to help them progress through the career path that they're interested in, but then also help them really get a little bit more than just the foundational skills that they'll need. And as we talked about, those valuable soft skills that they'll learn, they'll really get that right there in the associate's degree. Now, for a student that it wants to continue to progress, we have a variety of bachelor's-based programs in finance, as I mentioned earlier, marketing, supply chain, and logistics management, which is huge now in the industry, in the based on what the world is like today. We understand that supply chain has slowed down due to the pandemic. So they're looking for those individuals that can really have that digital, use that digital fluency and that critical thinking process to be able to come up with ways for those supply chains to move more effectively and efficiently. Now, for a student that is completes their bachelor's and is looking for more opportunities in their industries, we do also offer a master's in business administration and human resource management as well. Now, for a student that goes into business, they may also be thinking about just learning the business side of operations and thinking about that career path, but they may also be thinking about moving into a more technology-based career path as well. And we do offer a variety of programs in our School of Technology. So in the world of of technology and everything being digital, this is important for our students to be able to learn everything from the foundational skills that they need in using technology and learning how to apply those particular skills based on the industry that they're going into. And as you can see here, we offer a variety of programs from information technology support all the way through an IT management career field. Now, based on the Bureau of Labor statistics, computer and information technology occupations, there is a 13% projected job growth between 2020 and 2030. So again, this is also an industry that is continuously changing and evolving, and more opportunities are becoming available. So for those students that are interested in these career paths, this is going to be important for them to see the variety of programs offered by Rasmussen University. Now, when a student comes to Rasmussen, they are assisted every step of the way. They are not doing anything on their own. Besides really studying and going through their education. And even then, there's tons of support as a student. From the time the student requests information from Rasmussen University, someone like myself or on my team, an admissions advisor, will contact your student to really guide them through choosing the right program, answering their questions, discussing financial aid with them, and really everything they'll need for the enrollment process. From there, they will have a dedicated advising team that will be assisting them as a student, helping them with their schedule, figuring out what courses that they'll need to be able to complete their degree. Everything is already mapped out for that student. So they're just following that particular map, which will get them to graduation. From there, they are now thinking about what jobs are out there, where can I actually look for opportunities, and that's where career services will step in to assist your student with interviewing techniques and building their resume. It's important that our students know that there are a ton of resources that are available, from library and learning services to peer mentoring, and also 24 hours a day, 7 days a week tech support. So your student is always going to have someone available to them to help them, not only from the start of gathering information and figuring out the program through graduation and beyond. Now, a little bit about Rasmussen University. In our 120 years of providing innovative, career-focused education, we were founded in September of 1900 in the state of Minnesota by Walter Rasmussen. And we offer a variety of modalities, from campus-based to online and to a hybrid-based education for our students. We have well over 50 plus programs in these 7 areas of study. So not only in the School of Business or School of Technology that we talked about earlier, but also nursing, health sciences, justice studies, education, and also design. So if you do have a student interested in any of these areas of study, we do offer programs as well. Rasmussen University is also accredited by the Higher Learning Commission also. Now, we do have a variety of campuses throughout the US. Here in the state of Florida, we actually have campuses in Orlando, Ocala, Fort Myers, Central Pasco, and also Tampa. So if your high school is in any of those particular areas, and we do offer a actual campus here for students to be able to obtain their education at. Now, although your student might be looking at an online-based program, they can still use the campuses for studying and for tutoring options, and just really coming to the campus to interact. Now, we have partnered with Imagine America to offer this $1,000 scholarship to your high school graduate that has a 2.5 GPA or above. Now, that student can apply through our website at rasmussen.edu, or they can use the Imagine America Foundation mobile app, or they can click on use this particular link to be able to apply for this particular scholarship at any one of our campuses. Now, for more information on Rasmussen University and the programs that we do offer, or any additional information you would like to have on the various scholarships available, you can email me at nana.osebonsu@rasmussen.edu, or contact me at the campus. And for more information also on any additional Imagine America scholarships, visit imagineamerica.org. All right. And I do appreciate everyone's time, and I'll go ahead and open up for any questions.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. We are going to open this up for the Q&A portion of our presentation. And Nana, it looks like the first question that we have is about the FAFSA. Now, can students fill out the FAFSA in order to attend Rasmussen?
Yes, students will have the ability to use financial aid for any one of our programs. They would able to fill out the 21-22 or 22-23 based on when they're looking to start school. And they do have someone like myself and financial aid that will help assist in figuring out exactly what awards they have available to them and how that applies to any tuition that is being paid. So yes, students can use financial aid here at Rasmussen.
Great. Okay, and the next question is about accreditation. Can you restate the accrediting body and whether it's regional or national?
Absolutely. We are regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. So we are regionally accredited.
Awesome. Okay, great. And the next question has to do with going from a certificate program into a bachelor's degree program. Is it possible, and I think you addressed this earlier, but is it possible for students to get a certificate in accounting just to kind of get their feet wet, if you will, on the business program, and then transition that into a bachelor's degree in business management?
Yes, they can. So a student that starts off in any one of our programs has the ability to ladder into the next degree program offered. So although a student might start off in a certificate program, whatever courses they've completed are really foundational to the bachelor's degree, and they can transfer those credits into this. So they don't necessarily have to go from certificate to associates and then the bachelor's. They can go from the certificate straight to the bachelor's. It will take them a certain amount of time to complete because they don't have all of the courses from the associates. However, it will be part of the bachelor's program. So the student really has the ability to just jump from one program to the other based on transfer of credit.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so we do not have any other questions. So just a few house cleaning items here on our end. The Imagine America Foundation has recorded this session and will be forwarding a recording of this presentation to all of the registrants likely tomorrow morning. We also be placing this on our website, which again is www.imagine-america.org. There is a quick follow-up survey when you leave this meeting. It's only about 4 questions long, but it really helps us better understand, hey, did we talk about everything that you wanted to hear? Was there anything that we may have missed that you would have liked to hear more about? Any of your feedback would be very much appreciated. So if you wouldn't mind just filling out that survey after we leave here. But before closing, I just want to thank all of our participants for taking time out of their busy schedules to join us today. I'd also like to thank Nana for sharing with us today's presentation and encourage you to contact him directly with any future questions that you may have. I will be sure to include Nana's email and phone number in the email that I send to you tomorrow with the recording of this presentation. But on the behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Nana and myself, I want to thank you all for your time and wish you a great rest of your day. Goodbye.